friends, welcome to my 2025 recap. Hey friends, welcome to my 2025 recap. Sparkles. Hey friends, welcome to my 2025 recap. So first, let's go over my 2025 resolutions. Get a car. I did get a car. Get my driver's license. I did not get my driver's license, but I did make a lot of progress. I took the online class I have to take, which was expensive and took a long time, and I got 11 hours of drive time and I need 60, so I made progress, but I did not get my license. Number 3, take photo booth pictures. I did do that. I think it was in July. I think it was in July. I took photo booth pictures with my friend and my boyfriend. Number 4, save $450 each month that I work. So I don't even know why it says $450 because I was supposed to save $430 for every month that I work, which technically I did do, but technically I didn't save $450. So I don't know why it says $450. So like I accomplished the resolution I needed to, but like as it's written, technically I didn't accomplish that. But I don't know why it's written that way because that's not even what it's supposed to be. I don't know why it says that. A lot of my New Year's resolutions were about health, and a lot of my New Year's resolutions were about, like, regardless of them being about health, they were, like, more specific than they needed to be, or they were just kind of wrong. Like, this one is to get my, OBGYN started on my birth control, because I was on birth control the year prior, but then I had a couple months without because I didn't have insurance. But what's funny is I got on birth control and I got an OBGYN, but my OBGYN didn't put me on my birth control. My primary care doctor put me on my birth control. So as the resolution's written, I didn't accomplish it, but like I did accomplish the goal. So that's a problem with a lot of these New Year's resolutions is like I accomplished it, but the way it's written, I didn't. So like I was writing them too like specific based on like ignorance. So for the rest of them, I'm not going to explain like what's problematic about them. I'm just going to explain that I accomplished them. So I'll word them differently than how they're written. But for the first one that was like that, I wanted to explain like several of these are like I accomplished it, but it's all fucky. So I accomplished that. This next one was talking about my skin problems, and it's worded weird. So technically I accomplished it, but the way I worded it, I didn't. But I accomplished my skin problems New Year's resolution. Next one, daily movement and daily journaling. I did that. My daily movement, I wrote down my grand total. Let me see. I exercised 266 times in the year of 2025. Now, is that every single day, 365 days a year? No, but is that really great progress from, I think in 2024, I only had 128, which was also great progress because the year before I had less than that. Like, yeah, I'm making progress. So like daily movement, I'm accomplishing that as done, even if I didn't literally do it every single day, because my goals aren't about being perfect. They're just about being better. So I did accomplish my daily movement. And then my journaling, you know I'm a journal girly. I've been filling out my journal. Maybe some days I was too depressed, but like almost every single day I journaled. So that's done. My next New Year's resolution is about my ears, which I actually don't have a problem with my ears. I ended up learning that I have a problem with my jaw and with my skin, and they're both separate problems, but they're both causing me ear pain. So my skin thing, I've pretty much figured out, so yes, but the jaw thing, I figured out what to do, but I just haven't been able to do it yet. But I actually have an appointment this month to go get some testing. So basically I accomplished that New Year's resolution, but like not really. So I won't say I accomplished that one because I didn't fix the problem. But like I gained a lot more information about it. Next, get a therapist. I did get a therapist pretty soon into January, and I didn't like her. And then I was depressed and not going to therapy. And then around, like after my birthday, I got 2 more therapists, one after the other, and I didn't like either of them. But finally, like very last minute, finally in the very beginning of December, I got another therapist, so my 4th therapist of the year, and I do really like her. I'm still working with her, of course. It's only been a month, but she's really cool. So hopefully she's like my therapist for as long as I'm, living in the area. So I did accomplish that one, but it took me the whole year to do it. Get a primary care doctor. I did do that. I wanted to get this like ancestry thing that they were offering at the DC library. I don't know if it was like a temporary thing. I think it was, but they might do it all the time. But I think it was like this like temporary cool like pop-up that they were doing, but I didn't get to go. Actually, my boyfriend went without me. Rude. He went while I was at work on his day off. It was all my New Year's resolutions to go, and I only wanted to do it because he wanted to do it. So that New Year's resolution, I did not accomplish it, but also like I only wrote it. I didn't write it for me, you know what I mean? Like there are a few on here that like I wrote for other people, and that's silly because first of all, I've never done that on my New Year's resolutions, and second of all, that's stupid. So I didn't do that this year, but you'll have to see my 2026 video to see my 2026 New Year's resolutions, which should be coming out not the next video that comes out after this one, but the one after that. Oh yeah, I wanted to get like a gut health specialist, not like my primary care doctor, but like a specialist on gut health. I wanted to like go see that kind of doctor. I never did that because first of all, I was gonna do it, but then when I saw my primary care doctor, she made me feel like I didn't need to do it, but then other stuff happened after that made me feel like I needed to do it, but then other stuff made me question that. So I kept like being about to accomplish that goal, but then I would like talk myself out of it. I don't know, I was being really weird. But I never accomplished that goal. The next one, write for my books weekly. At the beginning of the year, I was not doing this. Like for the first few months of the year, I was like not accomplishing this. I kept trying, but I was just like I was not there, you know? So I wasn't accomplishing this goal, and I was like, fuck, like how do I get myself to do this every single week? And then what I did was one of my other goals that we'll read later is about writing poems. And so I was like, what if I just write a poem and I make it every single like Sunday, so it's done every week? And so then that's like a much easier in my brain way of like accomplishing book writing. And so I started writing a poem on every Sunday, and some Sundays I was writing a bunch, and like other days of the week I let myself write, and if I ever got an idea for books and stuff, I was writing that too. But like to actually be able to track if I was doing it weekly, that helped, and I did that pretty much all the way through the end of the year. So I would call that done, even though I literally didn't do it like all 52 weeks of the year. 52? I think there's 52 weeks in a year. Anyway, I'm gonna count that as done because I worked really hard on that. Next one, get published. I did not publish a book. Sorry to say I didn't do it, but I wrote a lot of poems and I'm proud of it. I wrote, this was like a fun goal. Like it wasn't like a make your life drastically better goal, but it was like a have something nice for yourself goal. This goal was to ride a ride because I love roller coasters. And I actually did that the same vacation that I did my photo booth goal on. So I went and I rode some roller coasters. They weren't like the craziest ones I've ever ridden, but it was enough to count as done on my goal. Next, I wanted to swim in 3 different bodies of water. So I love like going swimming at the lake and different things like that. And so for 2025, I was like, what if I like make sure I do it in like 3 different places, like not the same lake that I always go to, like explore, try a lake, a river, an ocean, a creek, a pool, a pond, like whatever. Like just try different types of bodies of water. I swam in a river, I swam in an ocean, and then I swam in a pool. So those were my 3 bodies of water for that goal. But thank God I didn't write it too specific and write exactly what kinds of bodies of water, because it would have been harder to accomplish it. I left it just open, just 3 different ones, and I did that. So that was a good way of writing it specific without writing it too specific. The next one, I wrote too specific. I wanted to hike with 4 different friends, and I actually listed the friends' names, and that was problematic because one of my friends just never hung out with me the whole year. Like I would ask her to hang out, and like I'm pretty sure she's going through something, so I'm not trying to push it too much, but like we just never hung out in 2025. Well, we hung out once, but it wasn't for hiking. Anyway, But so that was like messing up my resolution really bad. I was like, no, my resolution's ruined because she doesn't have any time to hang out with me. I hung out with the 3 other friends on the list. So I just scratched out her name and wrote my boyfriend's name, and then I ended up going hiking with my boyfriend. So I'm going to count that resolution as done because it was just too specific. I shouldn't have written their names. I should have just written go hiking 4 times with a friend or something like that, if that's what I wanted. You know what I mean? But yeah, I went hiking with my friends and it was great. Write 50 poems. I did do that. I think I lost count at the end, like after I accomplished 50, I just kind of stopped counting. I think I hit 60 poems. I think it was like 62 poems I wrote this year, but it might have been like 55, but I know it was over 50. So I accomplished that goal. Next, see, this is one of the goals that I like wrote for someone else, and I don't know why I did that. That's so stupid. But I wanted to make a tattoo portfolio binder. I don't know why I wanted to do that. Like, I literally don't want to be a tattoo artist. I literally just put that on there because one of my friends wanted it for me. And, like, why are we trying to accomplish goals that other people want for us? Let's stick true to ourselves, please. Plus, I'm somehow not even friends with that girl anymore. Like, ay, ay, ay. So that goal I did not accomplish. I did not work on it at all. I put no effort into it. Like, I don't know. I shouldn't have even made it a goal. My next one, donate to charity twice. So the year before, in 2024, I wanted to donate to charity, and I did, but I actually did it twice. So then this year, my goal was to do it twice, and I did. And so then next year, I was like, well, I already built 1 to 2. So next year, well, this year, I have another donation goal, but you have to go to that video to see it. The next one was sell a print. I have a small business that I put barely any effort into, like actually making my items nice and cute and whatever I put a lot of effort into, but like advertising it and actually trying to get sales, I don't put like any effort into. I used to put some effort into it, but it's just a whole mess. It's a whole complicated mess. But I do still have the small business. It's still open. I just don't really ever sell anything. Like I have like 100 things for sale, and I've sold like 16 things since I've had it, and I've had it literally since I was a senior in high school, and now I'm a senior in college. But whatever, one of my resolutions was to sell a print. I put multiple prints up for sale in the shop. I didn't sell any of them. No one bought a print. But it's okay. It's okay. I didn't accomplish that one. It's okay. The next one was to start my YouTube channel, and I did. I started it like pretty early on in the year. I think January 21st-ish was the first day I posted my first real YouTube video. So I did that resolution. The next one was to support small businesses. I like how I left this one really vague so it was easy to fulfill, and I did do that. I did a few Kenneth Crystals hauls. I had a haul from Pam Sears. I had a haul from Over the Moon Magic. I shopped at several small businesses this year, not just the ones I did hauls for, but I'm like really proud that I supported cutesy, witchy small businesses. They didn't have to be witchy, but they were. And then my last New Year's resolution was to tattoo a person, which again, I don't give a crap about tattooing a person. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a stupid resolution. But anyway, that was all my resolutions for 2025. I accomplished 16 out of 24, which is not as good as I had it the previous year. I think last 2024, I accomplished 23 of my resolutions, or like 22 of them. But it's okay. 16 out of 24 is great. I'm just crazy. So aside from my New Year's resolutions, I wanted to sort of like give like, I don't know, like little like trivia about the year. So I wanted to do like how many blank this year. So I wrote down a few things. How many hikes did I do in the year 2025? I didn't keep exact count, but I think I did like 5 hikes this year. I wish it was more than that. How many poems? Again, I think it was around like 55 or 62 or something like that. How many drawings did I do this year? I don't even think I finished a sketchbook this year. It was 2023 or 2024. I was like rolling through sketchbooks. I think I finished like 3 in 1 year. But 2025, like I think that sketchbook is still the one I was working on 2024. Like, I really didn't draw that much. But also, I was drawing outside of my sketchbooks more this year than in years past. So I have like a little binder of like drawings I did this year where I put drawings and page protectors. So if I had to guess, I'd say I probably drew like 50 pages this year, including like random little doodles. How many sketchbooks did you do this year? Literally, I didn't even finish one, I'm pretty sure. If memory serves, I don't think I finished even one this year. How many YouTube videos did I post this year? 42! In the year of 2025, I posted 42 YouTube videos, and I did count that. So if I'm wrong, please don't tell me because that would be embarrassing. How many TikTok videos? Why did I write that? I'm not gonna go count all the TikToks I posted. Let me guess. Like 100. It's probably not even that many. I don't know. Like, what? It just occurred to me that one of my neighbors is mowing their lawn. If you can hear that, I'm really sorry. Gym visits. This is funny. How many gym visits did I have in 2025? Not many, because I usually work out at home. Like, I have a treadmill at my house. I have my weights. I have a yoga mat. So I didn't go to the gym that many times. I want to say, like, less than 7? Maybe 7 times I went to the gym. I don't know. How many mental breakdowns for 2025? I didn't keep count. The girl with the crying PowerPoint, that's amazing. I didn't do that though. How many breakdowns? I don't know. I've been really depressed in 2025. I probably had like 20 breakdowns. I don't know. How many days I missed journaling? I didn't count that. Was I expecting myself to count that? Did I write all of these expecting myself to count all these things before I started filming? Do I know myself? I'm not gonna count that. I don't know. How days I missed journaling? I don't know. Probably less than 30. I think I journaled almost every single day. How many days on Bend? Bend is the app I like to stretch on for my workouts. So like I have a streak on there. I think my total days of using the app is like 200 and something, but some of that's from 2024. So I probably used the Bend app, I don't know, over 100 days. I don't know. Why did you think I was gonna count this, girl? Like, past me so silly for that. How many trips did you take this year? I think I went to Arizona to visit in April. We went to the beach in July, I think. And then it's not really a trip. I mean, I did take a trip, but it's not like a vacation because my mom died. But I went to Arizona in November and in December to help my family. So I think that's 4, but like really just 2. Because I didn't do a lot of traveling this year. I feel like years past, me and my boyfriend would like go to Virginia, go to DC, like, but this year, like, we were really both focused on like saving and being financially responsible, so I don't think we went on that many trips. I don't know. And then the last one says how many big events for the year, but like, what do you call a big event? Like, I mean, my best friend died this year, my mom died this year, like, I had surgery this year, like, what else? I had my birthday. Does that count as a big event past me who wrote this list? Like, that's so silly. Why? I don't know. Anyway, I also wanted to write a letter to myself at the beginning of 2025 and a letter to myself at the end of 2026. I've actually done both of those things in my journal already, but I can just tell you a bit of things I said. You know, dear me, in the beginning of 2025, you're about to go through a lot. You're about to go through a lot of loss. You're about to go through a bit of trauma. Like, 2025 is not going to be your year. You're still going to really push through and accomplish a lot of goals, but you're going to battle this huge spout of depression like you've never had before. And it's going to be really hard, but you'll make it. And some of the best things about 2025 are like all the things that you learn. Like, you really learn a lot more like financial literacy, and you learn a lot more about like being an adult and like what that means, and like different things that you want to accomplish. Like, you'll get your plan way out, like fleshed out way more, which was something that 2023, 2024 version of us was really worried about, like not knowing what the future looked like. Not because I want to control, but just like I want to have goals, you know? But you figure a lot of that out in 2025. So, I mean, good luck. Put on your seatbelt because 2025 is going to be hard. Dear end of 2026 me, I guess I just want to know what your life looks like. I imagine that you're still living in this apartment. I imagine that you get a lot of stuff on your vision board accomplished. I imagine that you're still journaling and moving every day. I kind of hope that you've gotten a different job by the end of 2026. I'm thinking around like June or July, you'll have switched your job because I want to become a carpenter. Currently, I'm a teacher, but you know, it's not what I'm super passionate about. I am in that vein. I would hope that you are making more money and working more hours. That would be wonderful. What else? Oh, yeah. Have your driver's license, girl. If you still don't have your driver's license by the end of 2026, I'm pissed at you. We got our fucking permit almost 2 years ago. It's literally going to expire this year. I have to renew it just to keep trying to get my license this year. That's what I'm going to have to do. So, get your shit together. Face your fears of being on the road. I know that it's like this big, scary, giant metal death machine and you don't want to accidentally murder a 3-year-old. Like, I get it. But you have to drive because you don't live in this cutesy little walkable city with great public transport and sidewalks everywhere. You live in this bum-ass place, so you need to know how to drive. I hope you're happy, and I hope that you are driving, and I hope that you have your big girl job, and I hope that you really like it, because, you know, that's a fear, is that you'll get it and then you won't enjoy it. I mean, I hope that you accomplish a bunch of your New Year's resolutions. I hope you have a really happy, joyful, peaceful year. I hope that no one else dies in your life. I hope that you don't have to go through any more trauma, grief, loss. Like, I know bad things always are gonna happen. That's just life, but hopefully nothing too bad, like in 2025. I hope you don't have to have emergency surgery again, but I kind of feel like you will. But yeah, I love you. 2026, end of 2026 me. Hope you're a baddie. Be having a good time, girl. Okay, those are the letters that I've written to myself. Basically, that's what I wrote in my journal. I mean, a lot more specific, but basically that's what I had already written. Okay, friends, the very last thing I want to do before I say goodbye, we went over the resolutions I accomplished. We went over guessing how many things I did this year because I didn't count. We talked to my past self and my future self. The last thing I want to do is a little witchy, a little fun. This is an activity, so you could do it with me and it would be wonderful. But I'm going to be writing down some things that I want to leave in 2025, some bad habits, some feelings, some mindsets. I'm going to be writing down some things that I want to leave behind, and we're going to be burning them. A lot of times when I burn things, it's like, I want to manifest this, I want to bring this into the world. But in this case, it's, I want to kill it. I want it to die. I want no more of this. I don't want to do this again in 2026. Which, what a cuter thing would be to like write it on a plate and then smash the plate and throw it away. I think that's way cuter than setting it on fire because, again, with fire, I think that's like passion bringing it in. But I'll have a plate that I can just break. That's a little wasteful. Unless you're making cute pottery out of it. Like the little broken mosaic stuff, which I'm not doing. I'm just gonna throw it away. So we're not gonna be breaking a plate. That would be cool though. We're gonna be lighting stuff on fire. Roll the clap. It's the last day of my 13 magical moons, so I'm just gonna light that first while I'm here anyway. First thing we're leaving behind in 2025 is not doing my hygiene habits. Oh, shit. Ah. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're burning everything. I meant to read it all. Oh, no. Oh, dear God. Good thing this is a fire safe place. The other things were grief
and bad friends and leaving behind things that no longer serve me, and soda pop and McDonald's. Not that I really have a bad habit with that anyway, but that was more so about letting my boyfriend convince me to get it. Not doing my hygiene, skipping workouts, skipping good habits. I don't remember what else was written on there. I was gonna do them one by one and drop them in the bowl. Everything went to crap. That's okay. That's okay.
Bye, friends. Have an amazing 2026, and don't bring your bad habits from 2025 with you.